Hi, this is Irvin, coming to you from Resilience Occupational Therapy. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the QOR360. Now, I don't usually endorse specific products. This one I find particularly interesting, though, and as a full disclaimer, I've decided to become an affiliate for, so if you use the link that I've provided, I do get a small commission on the purchase of any of these. But I'm not being paid in any other way for that, and it's something I decided to do because I really think this is an interesting chair. Now, in other videos, I've talked about why having back support, like this chair has, causes us to lose a lot of our postural support, and is actually the cause of a lot of low back pain and problems that we have with sitting. The QOR360 doesn't really have back support. It has this here, which gives you a little bit of sacral support, but it's not. But you can't really lean back onto that the same way. Additionally, it's a wobbly chair. It can go in a lot of different directions, and and you're kind of constantly having to readjust, which means that you're having to work your sacrum and as you're moving. So it's instead of sitting statically, you're always doing little micro movements. Now, of course, that can be distracting if you're in a business call or you're on Zoom and someone's bobbing back and forth. But overall, I think this chair has the potential to really alleviate a lot of back pain and give a more dynamic posture for people so that they're less likely to be slumping into patterns. Now, you still can, and I've seen some people manage to slump in this chair because it does have a hard stop as you go back. That way you don't clunk your head. So you can lean into it like this, but mostly people end up shifting forward onto their feet and being in this more upright posture. The chair, there are a lot of wobble chairs out there. Most of them have the pivot point down below, which is a bit of a safety problem and ends up making you shift your whole body a little bit differently, versus here, the pivot point is directly underneath you. So you're wobbling and shifting your balance, but it's right below your center of gravity, not further out from. So in any case, one of the only other critiques I have of this particular model, and it's the first model in its particular series, is that the seat is a bit firm. So I find that with this particular one, that if I sit on it for a while, it starts to kind of make my butt a little bit sore. They do have another model, which is a little bit bigger, is rated for a little bit heavier people, doesn't wobble quite as quickly, and most importantly to me, has a cushier seat. So I think that you're less likely to have fatigue from sitting on it too long. To some degree, one could say fatigue from sitting on it too long isn't a bad thing, because even with this wobble chair, it's really best to not be sitting for real long periods of time. So if it encourages you to get up and move around, then that's ideal as well. So in any case, if you want to try out the QOR, which is QOR360, I think it's worth a try. And if you use the link below, it helps me out as well.